I'm Gwanele Kama. When I was in primary school, Voices for Africa started to sponsor me till now. And I'm proud of them because they are still there for me. Now I'm at Aidswaisen College of Technology. I'm doing diploma in design and technology. I'm happy to see. I remember when I was doing grade 7 and my mom told me that she has no money to pay for me in high school, maybe in St. Mary's. So I was so worried, but I knew that only God knows my future. But despite that, I wrote my grade 7 exam and passed. And that's when Voices for Africa came to light. I have always made a total effort, even the odds seems entirely against me. I never quit trying. I never felt that I didn't have a chance to win. My life at school was not easy because at times I went to school without pocket money. And I was old enough to understand that my mother had no money to give me at that time. I was doing my best at school despite the condition that I had no power to change at that time. I usually tell myself that one day I will have money, and that money will be mine, not forgetting that I need to be serious at school in order to get the money one day. I can't lie, the road to success seems harder than the road to failure, although it is not. As I'm a student, I've learned that no one is a failure. The fact that everyone here have passed grade 1, that means he or she is brilliant enough to pass and continue with school. I never passed without studying. All my good work was a result of much effort. Although at schools there are situations with disturbed learning processes. To my sisters, no man wants a wife that he has only one opportunity in life, to be a kitchen girl. So forget about love at this stage. I know at some schools, you girls, my sisters, you are always being disturbed by these love things. You are too young to concentrate in love. You know, it's not time for love now. You need to study so that your future may be bright, so that you may choose a husband who is too good for you. All I want to say is that let's work hard, guys, in order to be successful. As my MC have already said, that there is no gain without pain, and that's the only truth. If you sleep now, then you will have problem in the future. In conclusion, I have a question for you. What is holding you back from achieving your dreams? What overwhelming obstacles do you have faced? Because Voices for Africa is there for you. Thank you.
Splendid. Fantastic. Marvelous. Extraordinary. To support my main speech, I can say, he who hesitates is lost. Yes, do you understand me? He who hesitates is lost. Yes, you have to have a dream. On top of the dream, you have to plan. After your plans, you have to work according to your dream. If you sleep during the night, who will pass for you?
Thank Voices of Africa for giving us such a wonderful opportunity. We as young girls are exposed to many extreme things, especially when you're a student in varsity like I am. Due to the vulnerability, there's a high rate in pregnancy. So we, as young girls, we want to be successful, right? Yeah. We need to be focused on what we want, and we shouldn't fall pregnant at an early age. Not that a child is not a blessing, but since we are young and we want so much to achieve, a child will be a drawback. on what we want to achieve. By being educated, we stand up a high ground, and our words have the power to create a monumental change. Peer pressure plays a fundamental role, either in a negative or a positive way. In a negative manner, you end up taking rational decisions and you end up regretting at a later stage because you try so hard to try and fit in. So I urge you, young generation, to stand up on what is right, on what you believe is right. No matter how tempting the situation may be, please don't fall back. Most girls are in a position or possibility of being attacked, raped, or killed. So as we, the young generation of today, we should stand up against women and child abuse. Let our voice be heard. Let Africa rise amongst many nations. Some girls are being attacked by their fathers and they keep quiet because their fathers hold a sentimental value to them. But no, let's stand up and say no, enough is enough. Let's stand up against the sexual victimization in us. HIV/AIDS is an epidemic disease that is not curable. So girls, let us protect ourselves, let us protect our temple. And please put that cookie in a cookie jar. Wouldn't it be nice in the near future to have a female prime minister here in Swaziland? Yes, it would definitely. And I can see that that person is among us here because the Voices of Africa gave us an opportunity to study. So studying is going to help us to, especially girls, this is for girls. So girls, one of us here is going to be the next prime minister in the next elections or so. So ladies, I want you to look at yourself and tell yourself that you're beautiful and that you're going to make it. No matter what people tell you, just tell yourself that nobody is perfect but myself. Nobody is going to be successful than myself. Thank you very much.
It is such a great honor for me to be part of this great and historic event. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not standing here in front of you because I'm super or eloquent, but I'm here because of what God, Voices for Africa, as well as my godmother has done to me. I dropped out of school 1998. I was doing grade 7 at St. Mary's Primary School. My parents were there by that time. I was in the exile for about 10 years because 2007 I made up my mind. And then I decided to go back to school. Unfortunately, my parents were not there by the time. Who's going to pay my academic fees? Voices for Africa came to my rescue. It was not an easy thing for me to go back to primary to do grade 7 again at the age of 23 years. At grade 7, I remember in that class, I think the oldest was 17 in that class. So I was the oldest of them all. And Voices for Africa gave me the opportunity to learn and fulfill that dream by paying all my academic fees. Seeing this opportunity, I grabbed it with both my hands.
I'm so proud of him because he finished his studies and is going to be a